working with Po Annua now for the last really 10 years, grooming them, finding them down and getting them to where they are now, which is pretty acceptable for tournament play and certainly coming in for a claim for this year's Ryder Cup. When we were having initially the early problems with the greens, I think I was introduced to the Florentine products, and I just felt that with our soil test analysis, we were showing we were very low in that area, and I just liked the idea of the mix, and so I said, well, look, okay, I'll give it a go for a year and see how it goes, and if it doesn't work, well, no harm done. But we did see some improvements, so I kind of looked at it and said, well, look, something's working here, and I felt that Florentine is part of maybe that jigsaw that's working. So I decided to keep the jigsaw together. I mean, proper aeration, proper plant growth regulator, proper nutrition, and that was just a part of the jigsaw of that nutritional package. We expanded it out to our tees and some fairways, and really it's just everything has come together pretty well. So as a product tool, it's worked for me. We've been pretty much working with the Florentine people now for the last probably 4 or 5 years, and we kind of use that as a tool also. Then we just couldn't get a real strong balance of growth. We had the POA coming at different angles, and the bents that were in there was just dying in front of me, and literally, just there was nothing to work with. We needed to find a balance, and I needed to find something that was going to get those greens to perform the way I wanted to perform. And then I give myself a good solid balance. All my soil test goes away, and it shows a nice balancing statement, for the want of a better word, of the nutritional element on the greens. And I say, well, look, if that's what's working for me, well, then just keep it that way. Some people say that Florentine is outside the box, and as I say, that's fair enough, but I just look at what's going on in the label, and that's enough for me. And whatever anybody's opinion is, if it works for me, well, then I'm just going to stick with it, and it's worked for me to date, and I'm going to stay with it, and that's really the reason why I'm happy enough. I've got a good sward of grass to play with, We are the keepers of the green, and I mean, it's our job to ensure that what's underneath is sustainable for what's growing on top. And so if you can call that science, great, but I call it just doing our job.